What's up, folks? Absolutely lovely to see you today. We've got a very exciting one today as I'm partnering with NSBI to help promote agri-food and beverage exports in each region of Nova Scotia, starting with a very special region, Cape Breton. Today's recipe is a super fun one. It is quintessentially Nova Scotian, very specifically Cape Breton. We are doing Cape Breton style oat cakes. I love these things so much. There's nothing better than a nice cup of tea and an oat cake to make you feel like a true bluenoser. Oat cakes are so Cape Breton. In Cape Breton, there is an enormous population of people from Celtic descent, and that's where the oat cake comes from. It came from Scotland. When the settlers came to Nova Scotia, they brought along those cuisines, and one of those favorite treats is the oat cake. It's hearty, it travels well, and it's cheap to make. So these are super delicious, and I'm gonna walk you through exactly how you can nail one of these at home. The oat cake itself is very basic, but what you put on your oat cake, in your oat cake, is up to you. Today, I've got a couple things that I'm super excited to put on my oat cake. I've got a couple of Cape Breton export products that I personally love. The Galloping Cows preserves. I've got Gravestine apple butter. I've got a little bit of wild blueberry and rhubarb spread, which is gonna be super delicious on the oat cake. A cup of tea, I can taste it already. But if you wanna get really sweet, there's a way that you can actually dip your oat cake into chocolate, which is a lovely way that I love to eat them. And I've got some Cape Breton Fudge Company fudge that I may melt down to dip my oat cake in. It's going to be so good. Without further ado, let's bake. So let's kick on with the dry ingredients. We're gonna mix those all together, and then I like to whisk it just to make sure that there's no clumps in the flour. And then you can set that off to the side. Next, we're gonna cream together the butter and the sugar. Do not rush this process. You don't want the sugar to be grainy. From there, we can mix the two together. Don't overmix. You just wanna make sure that it all comes together. Then roll it out on a surface. It will be crumbly, do not panic. Cut the oat cakes out in any shape you like and chuck it in the oven for about 13 minutes at 350. And look at those golden bad boys. These are super good. All right, pulled the oat cakes from the oven. They look great. Look at these cute little crispy things. They are awesome. They'll stay perfect for a couple days. How you eat them is controversial. People have different ways that they want to eat them. I like this with butter sometimes. I had this amazing fudge from the Cape Breton Fudge Factory that I melted down that I'm gonna pour over one of them. I've got these amazing jams, Gravestine apple butter, and then I've got another one, wild blueberry and rhubarb, both from Galloping Cows up in Cape Breton. I'm so excited about this. This is going to be delicious. Let's get these all ready to eat, and then I'll taste test. All right, I'm feeling good. I've got my tea, I've got my oat cakes. At this moment, life is pretty darn good. I'm excited to give these a try. If you want to learn more about Cape Breton, their exporters, check out www.nsbi.ca/agrifood-with-Andy. There's so much to learn. I love Cape Breton, and I cannot wait to dive into one of these oat cakes. Let's go. I like those a lot. They're chewy, they're not too crumbly. Delicious. That chocolate on top, that melted fudge. Love it. These are really good. Give them a try. I appreciate you swinging by.